Hey Ben, okay, we're just standing at the front now, so I'm just going to do the roof line first for you. So just going across the roof line, so you can see obviously we're a lot lower than the one next door, and it actually looks like we're lower than the one on the western side as well. So ours is just very standard 2 stories, so it looks like we'll definitely have some legs in height. Even at an 8.5 metres, it would definitely have some height. Block's quite good, obviously. Got a nice little roll. We performed excellent after all that rain. That build and pest was done at about 5.5 weeks into all that rain, so we didn't have any issues, which is good. That's the little side section there that you're talking about, the easement. So just imagine the next door neighbour's got the fence. All we need to do is just continue ours down to here. Currently they do have the little gravel part of the driveway just sort of wrapping around there. That's just because that's where it suited at the time. If at any stage you wanted to put the fence there, you would simply just shift that gravel to this side, and it would still have easy access into the garage, no problems at all. So that's there. So pop in. New roller door went on since they bought it. So it's sort of like 1980s, early 1980s build style. As build and pest, as it says, it's in quite a good nick. It's fairly original inside, but stairs are original, were painted. Flooring's just a floating floor, looks like a vinyl. Garage is oversized, so you've got the double garage, but it also has a bit of extra room at the back, where they've had a gym in there, obviously. The particle board that you can see in the back up there, that's actually, I'm guessing back when it was first built, it had a drive-through garage, or through garage, so you could actually access straight out there. You could put that back if you wanted to. Laundry, just one of those standard sort of 1980s laundries. Access directly outside, which we'll get out there anyway. Coming through, I'll do a close-up of the walls. So the walls, yeah, decent, but you could also do another little paint up. There's nothing wrong with them, but you could do a little bit more painting if you wanted to. It's just a good, honest, older house. Bedrooms, decent size. This one doesn't have a walk-in, but you see that on the floor plan. The camera is actually making it darker because it is quite bright. It's pulling back the light because it's trying to stop too much light from getting into the lens. Bathroom, that's the little one that you can see. Again, it's kind of funky with the mustard tiles. It's the shower hob. Flooring is a painted shower floor, so it's an older tile that's been repainted. In pretty good nick. I'm just doing a close up for you so you can see a couple of little things. You could do a little bit of tiny regrouting here and there. Other than that, it's in quite good condition. Lower lounge area, again, nice and bright. Air conditioning on the lower level. Out to a little dining area and a kitchenette. Again, just a little older kitchenette that was put there in the day. So this area down here, I mean, you could almost separate the property into upstairs and downstairs if you wanted to. That's just a built-in box for storage over there. So it'd be pretty easy to convert this. Backyard's actually quite large, deceiving. So it's got veggie patches down the side of the house there. And that's quite a good size. Big shed. Quite a bit of space in the yard, so no problems with that at all. Even after all that rain we had, the only part that had any little bit of like water sitting was just a tiny bit there. That was it in the whole place. But plenty of sun and not soggy underfoot at all. Like after all that rain, it's quite firm. But I think there's a lot of sand in the soil here anyway, so it drains fast. That's the houses behind you. So I know you were sort of thinking about how high you go, but they are a long way up. So the ability to block those houses from views is basic. I think you'd have to go 4 or 5 levels. So shouldn't have too much complaints from them. But nice big backyard. I'll go in and go upstairs now. Okay, so Classic diner upstairs. Living areas off to the left. And all bedrooms off to the right. So we'll go down to the bedrooms. So 3 bedrooms up here, built-ins on this level. Nice and bright. Again, the camera's now changed. There you go. Nice bright sunny rooms. They're all sunny. It's just one of those spots where there's no big trees around the house, so you don't have to worry about gum trees or anything like that. It's a king size bed in that one. Fits easy with side tables. Built in. There's no ensuite. It doesn't have an ensuite, but again, that design. Another bedroom, 2 singles in here, so decent size again. Floorboard would be a cypress pine up the top. So it'd be original cypress pine that could be buffed back up again. Bathroom just like downstairs. It's an old tile that's been painted. Neat and tidy. Clean it again. Old showers in a sense. Bath. A couple of things like just a bit of a regrout. Fix up here, so bathrooms could be done up. I think anyone who buys that would probably do a bit of a refurb on the bathrooms anyway, or in the long run. A lot of people will use it as a bit of a holiday home to start with plans to do something in a couple of years. So moving down to dining space. So a decent sized table could fit in here. This is a round one, could go a 1.8 dining table if it was a rectangle shape. Kitchen. That obviously was updated at some stage. Looks like it's probably about 10 years old. Just a good honest kitchen again. Cooker, fridge space. And then flowing through into the bedroom area. Again, nice and bright. And another air conditioning on top. So air conditioning top and bottom, split systems, not ducted, but split systems top and bottom. And a nice sunny balcony as well. So this is the orientation. That, looking down that way where it's orientated, a lot of those houses are the ones that have been built in the last 20, 30 years. So it's quite possible the orientation was to do with seeing the lake. So that does make sense, that view. Deck's in pretty good condition as well. So we're not dealing with like rotten timbers around everywhere. That was also supported in the build and pest. So other than little freshens up here and there, you can certainly just keep using it or holiday letting it for quite some time. Nice peaceful outlook. This end, I mean, you guys know quite well, but this end of Copa, once you go around that bend, it's like a different suburb. It's super quiet compared with being around like past the shops. And that's 254.